rejecting a gift. Rejecting a gift. Never respond to an angry person with a fiery comeback. Even if he deserves it, don't allow his anger to become your anger. Woody Sanders. Proverbs 25:28 says, a man without self-control is like a city without a wall. A broken down city without a wall. Near Tokyo lived a great samurai. A samurai is in Japan like a great warrior. Now old, he's now very old, who decided to teach life lessons to young people. So one afternoon, a warrior known for his complete lack of scruples arrived there. The young and impatient warrior had never lost a fight. Hearing of the samurai's reputation, he had come to defeat him and increase his fame. All the students were against the idea, but old man accepted the challenge. All gathered on the town square, and the young man started insulting the old master. He threw a few rocks in his direction, spat in his face, shouted every insult under the sun. He even insulted his ancestors. And there's something to be JJ when Casano, but don't form a side and not so he tried that one. So for hours he did everything to provoke him, but the old man remained impassive. At the end of the afternoon, by now feeling exhausted and humiliated, the impetuous warrior left. Disappointed by the fact that the master had received so many insults and provocations, the student asked, how could you bear such indignity? Why didn't you use your sword even knowing you might lose the fight, instead of display your cowardice in front of us all? If someone comes to you with a gift and you do not accept it, who does the gift belong to? Asked the samurai. He who tried to deliver it, replied one of his disciples. The same goes for envy, anger, and insult, said the master. When they are not accepted, they continue to belong to the one who carried them. Do you understand the story? Hello? Do you understand? You need explanation. So the old man is saying that the one who is insulting me is trying to present to me a gift. If I come down to his level and I battle with him, what I have done is that I've accepted his gift. But if I choose not to respond to him and I don't take that gift, who does the gift belong to now? Who does the gift belong to?
The presenter.
The presenter, the one holding it. So the one who was abusing me, because I refused to engage him, he still holds on to that gift, which is the insult. So it means that what he's trying to say, he has insulted himself. Do you get it? So choose your battles. It is not everything you respond to. Never let your emotions overpower your intelligence. Self-control is strength. Calmness is mastery. You have to get to a point where your mood doesn't shift based on the insignificant actions of someone else. Don't allow others to control the direction of your life. Don't allow your emotions to empower your intelligence. Remember, the best fighter is never angry. I know a boss whose secretary, when he wants to do darga, when he wants to manipulate his boss, he intentionally provokes the boss. The boss gets angry, he starts shouting, screaming, and then he will send document to the boss to sign. Because the man is mad, I mean the boss at the time, if I say mad, not physical, but I say, he starts signing things without reading. And that is where the gentleman was able to send fraudulent documents into the staff, and the manager kept signing. Anytime the guy wanted to have his way, he would send document to the man, but he would send it at a point where he has made sure he has made the man very angry. You need a lot of self-control. If you allow people to determine how your mood should be, if you allow people to make you feel, no, you won't survive. You won't do well. So people now determine how you live your life. How can you reduce yourself to that level? I pray that may God grant us the grace where we can exercise self-control. Amen. I said, may God grant us the grace where we can exercise self-control. Amen. Said that a man without self-control is like a city without a wall. So imagine a city without a wall. Anybody invades, anybody enters your life, anybody does whatever he wants in your life and steals from you whatever they wish. And it's a very serious thing. Hey, I'm the man who also try. You don't know what you are saying. You have a problem. So what come about now? What's one? A problem. A problem. You pride yourself in that. When I'm angry, when I'm angry, yeah, master, I'm food out here. One petal. We'll best say when you're one petal. So let's be careful. Don't allow anybody to provoke you to a point where you do things you don't want to do. If you're angry, please leave the scene. And that is what the master taught the children. Now, it is not for the fact that I cannot fight this young man, but I am not ready to come down to his level. You must be selective with your battles. That's the mistake Goliath did. He should never have fought David because David was not in his league. Goliath was so mighty, he was so great a giant, he didn't need to fight David. He was too small a boy, he was so tiny. But you see, he left his realm and came down, and that was a very unfamiliar realm as far as he was concerned. I mean, Goliath. Do you see? If an eagle decides to come into the sea, a small fish can finish it because that is not its terrain. It's the same way if a fish also attempts to go to the top, even a shark on top of a tree, no matter how big. Small. Because you have left your jurisdiction where you have influence and power. So you allow something tiny to finish you. So Goliath should have been careful going into that battle with that young boy. It is like me. Forgive me. Me, I give you fighting with you. No. I would have, forgive me, I would have so reduced myself to a certain level when anybody is passing, they will not have regard. The people from me. If you ask me, but because I have come to your level to engage in that unnecessary banter with you, people see and every respect they have for you, they drop it. Do you understand that? Yeah. So be selective with your battles. It's not every fight you fight. No more you did that. You say, may the Lord help us receive grace to have self-control. That no matter how difficult it is, we will restrain from certain battles and we will live long and bring glory to Jesus. Shout a better amen. Father, bless our week. As we end this month, cause us to end it well. Whatever we were not able to achieve from January to now, in these few days, for us to end this month, grant grace to finish well. Grant grace to finish well. Grant grace to finish well. The 11th hour miracle, let it burst forth. Let it be displayed in the lives of your people and in this branch and in this cluster. Show up, Lord. And at the end of the day, your name alone will be glorified. We give you praise. We give you glory. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen.